Inside Vipe Sports Stadium, the Houston Headhunters are out to win a big game and bounce back from a loss a week ago as they take on these 3-1 Charleston Predators. Inside Vipe Sports broadcast booth, that's Chris Curtis, along with Hall of Famer Eddie Gage. And Eddie, a game that Charleston trying to win to really kind of shut the critics down a little bit, trying to get a win against a playoff team from the season ago.
Absolutely. They're 3-1 right now with their lone loss on the season being against the undefeated Florida Storm. And they have another challenge here today on the road against the Houston Hyenas. These teams only played each other 4 times in their career, but Charleston owns that matchup 3-1. Looking to get their 4th win today and to continue this hot streak going.
If you had Eddie Gage saying Houston Hyenas on your bingo card, you win. Congratulations. As the Headhunters get ready to do battle against the Charleston Predators, they're trying to keep pace. The Headhunters are in that rough and tumble South Division, as sitting at 2-2, not going to get the job done against a couple of 3-1 teams above them. But we're ready for football. Hopefully you are as well, as it is going to be Houston who gets the ball first as we get this one underway from the Lone Star State. Kick is up and away, and we are underway as this one will be back in the end zone and kneeled down on the touchback. So DR Sim brings the ball back to the 20 for the Headhunters, and they come out in the offense with OJ Bruin and Josh Slapp, your main quarterback, halfback combo. Shepard McCarry, and you'll see as well, Israel Adams, Mike St. Green, and DR Sim, the wide receiving triplets, along with 3 tight ends, Randy Pierce, Daisy Peace, and Tiberius Bovine. And we'll get to the offensive line in a bit. 1st and 10 for the Headhunters. Offset I formation. Mike St. Green, top of your screen as he moves in motion. From their own 20, handoff. They're going to clear out the right side, then give it over to Josh Slapp, who's going to have himself 8 yards on 1st down. That's a good way to get started.
And I like this approach by Houston, getting the run game going here early. They have 2 outstanding tailbacks. Take some of that pressure off of OJ Bruin. He's already thrown 9 interceptions on the season.
Connie Cook, Barry Simeon, and along with Brennan Ryan and Sarah Bergens, your tackles, then guards on the offensive line for Houston. They're 2nd and 2. Plenty on the defensive box. That count 7 in the box defensively for Charleston. They smell a run coming, and they will not be able to stop him. That's a 1st down and 10 for Shepard Vicarian as he gets a few yards to move the chains.
Undeterred, Houston head coach DR Simeon saw there were 8 in the box, actually ran right up the A-gap and picked up the 1st down.
In the gun is OJ Bruin, possibly his first pass of the ball game. It will be. He's going to put it out on a screen to Josh Slapp.
Great
Get
block.
It around the corner, and a very good block is going to spring him for a couple more. Get it 10 yards, but 2nd and inches for Houston.
Keeping it simple for OJ, gets the ball out in the flat, see the blitz coming, and he gets a great block by Mike St. Green, proving he's more than just a receiving threat for this offense.
He will definitely get down into the dirty areas and block, no doubt about that. Heavy set look on offense, offset eye look. This is a strong eye. Tight end, 2 tight ends off to the right. Handoff right side. That's a 1st down and more for Vicarian, and he's going to have himself to the 37-yard line. And that is another move of the chains for the 2nd tailback for Houston.
This offensive line for Houston early on looking like the Red Sea down there in Arizona. He was not touched until he got to the 3rd level. Great run blocking by Houston.
Terrion Darshington, Dan Dash, Anthony Ellison, and John Neville's on the line, with Forrest Dalton making an appearance on the defensive line as well on occasion. Another handoff through the middle. This one for Slapp, and he'll have himself 12 yards, make it another 1st down for Houston, who moving the ball very well. Hall of Famer Jack Brown, Ben Bowman, Khalil Thomas, your linebackers, J.W. Hartshorn, Brandon Ewing, Leo Morris, Ryan Cook, your 4 corners, along with Matt Ryan, Sam Blotner, Jacob Clear, and John Stamango, your safeties for this Charleston roster. Brad Bretchett and Eric Blueberry, kicker and punter, respectively, for the Predators. 1st and 10 for Houston. And they're going to stack him up a little bit here. Chance for Bruin to throw. Left side, that one's caught. St. Green turns a corner. He's going to get out to the 15, and he's dragged down at the point of attack. And I believe they're going to call a face mask on this. That should be they're going to call that an incidental. They will. 5 yards. Houston will accept it out to the 9.
I remember there's a Hall of Fame wide receiver by the name of Terrell Owens who was tackled in that similar fashion and lost several games in the regular season on a tackle just like that one. Got to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. It's essentially a horse collar from there. Offset eye. Bruin looks, throws, end zone, got him. That's a touchdown. And that's Israel Adams who brings that one home. And it's a 6-pointer for the Houston Headhunters on their first drive of the ball game.
Israel Adams, first season on a team, comes out here, makes a statement, and it was all set up by the run game of Houston. They came out early and often, establishing a dominant run game. And when you do that, those safeties tend to come down in the box, and now the ball's flying right over their head into the end zone for a touchdown. Israel Adams.
Very, very good work from the Houston offense. That was a methodical drive as well. A lot of fun to see how that one shaked out. Sonny J about to add on the extra point and give them a 7-0 lead. Kick is up and on the way. It is good. Capping off a 7-play, 80-yard drive, just over 2.5 minutes off the clock. That's a great way to get it started for Houston.
Israel Adams, talk about spreading the ball around. He's the first receiving threat on this offense to get his second touchdown. O.J. Bruin coming in this game had 5 touchdowns, all to 5 different receivers.
And Charleston going to get this ball started as this will be returned from the end zone out to the 10, the 15, the 20, right at the 20 to the 25, stays on his feet, out to the 25 to the 30-yard line towards the sideline, turns the corner, 35, 40, 45 towards the 47-yard line. What a return for Charleston. Their special teams unit going to do great work and getting them the ball in great field position.
Great work, but terrible zone discipline by this Houston special teams unit. Look at that. You got to fan out and give that returner nowhere to go. Force him back inside to your help. They did not do that, and as a result, the special teams coach is on the sideline livid.
That is Doug Britton on the return. Very good discipline. And Houston, DRSim on the side, or Simeon on the sideline, he's going to challenge this, saying that he stepped out of bounds during the return. I'd like to get a second look at this.
Yeah, it was close, but I thought he stayed in bounds. Let's take a look at it and see what he's looking at.
Let's take a retroactive look at the play, brought to you by Retroid. Put a console in your hands at GoRetroid.com and play the only game with your player in it, SFL 4K 23. Yeah, looks like it there. And it'll save him about 5 to 7 yards.
Yes. Good challenge by DRSim.
So that is indeed a step out of bounds, so that return will come back a little bit, but still pretty good field position all told. No timeout taken away, but one challenge used for Houston.
One challenge used, one left, but you're right, nonetheless, starting out on the 39-yard line. Great starting field position for Charleston.
We'll talk about their offense here in just a bit, but first it'll be 2 to the left, 1 to the right. 6 on the play clock. It'll be a handoff. Left side, that is a good handoff, but not a lot of running room. Got 5 yards out of it, and that is going to be a Nick Hoagland run for 5 yards.
Both of these offensive lines so far making their presence felt in the run game.
John Lakeman in the ball game now. We'll also see Iman Kopech at the quarterback position in this one. Lakeman will throw left side. That one's caught, turning a corner and getting himself 2 more yards, as that one will head out to Terrell Sutherland, the fullback.
Great closing speed by Houston, getting out there. I think that was Guy Incognito on the tackle.
Here we go, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw this. This is Kopech. Plenty of time in the pocket, throws over the right side. That is incomplete. It was looking deep down the field, and it was looking for Zorro Lunar, who could not bring that one in, and Charleston will have to punt this one away.
Yeah, these various teams across the SFL who have 2 quarterbacks, I just wonder what goes into the thought process of when to bring those quarterbacks in and what particular formations you like to use them in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would depend on skill set, but upon further review, Lakeman and Kopech have a pretty similar skill set as far as arm strength and accuracy, so it really makes you wonder. This is going to be a decent punt. Down to about the 14-yard line, and DRSim's going to return this on a punt out to the 35-yard line to the 36 is what they'll say. That's a 20-yard punt return for Houston as they get the ball 1st and 10.
It's a shame because it's going to mess up the net average of the punter for Charleston. Unfortunate because Eric Blueberry got off a great punt, but again, bad zone discipline. You got to get outside and force these returners to your help.
And both coverage teams having a bit of an off day to start things out. We're in Houston, Texas, site of the Season 23 SFL convention. We'll have more on the Season 25 convention here in a little bit, as that site was revealed earlier this week.
Baltimore.
Indeed. 1st and 10. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. That's going to be a handoff for Slap. He's going to work his way through the middle on the left-hand turn. He'll get 5, and that'll be as far as he goes. 6:05 left in the first quarter.
A violent tackle by strong safety Johnston Mango. He brought him down with anger.
Under center. 2 tight ends in the game. 1 wide receiver top of your screen. I believe that's Mike St. Green out there. It's going to be a handoff for Vicarian, and he's going to have his 3rd first down of the ball game for Houston as he ends up at the yellow line.
Charleston came into this ball game first in the SFL in points per game, only giving up 9.5. But right now, Houston is having their way with this 3rd-ranked rush defense.
Well, to be fair, too, their touchdown was a passing touchdown, and people have been able to throw against Charleston but not run. But in theory now, Josh Slap and Shepard Vicarian taking him to task in the run game as Slap has 6 more yards.
Curious as to what head coach D.R. Sims saw on film to give him the confidence to be able to think he can move the ball so effectively against this Charleston defense.
And I will say that the linebackers are making the tackles first contact probably 5 yards after the ball is snapped. Outside runs have not really been a thing, but inside runs between the tackles and guards have been more prevalent. Vicarian's going to try to get to the outside. He'll be taken down after a gain of 1, 3rd and 3 on the other side.
That time he got held up. Friendly fire and defensive tackle. Ferris Dalton was able to close in on him, make the tackle, set up 3rd down and 3.
And Dalton gets the tackle there. Sets up a manageable 3rd. See what Bruin has for us. They have run into this formation a couple of times. They'll do it again.
Wow.
Slap has first down and more. This one to the outside has the stretch play and has a first down for Houston.
And pretty soon at this rate, it's going to continue to force Charleston to bring those safeties closer to the box. And when they start getting nosy, that's when the play action becomes a factor.
Here come the Headhunters trying to get this one down into scoring range. They'd love to take a 2-possession lead on this Charleston team. 1st and 10. Snap is taken, handoff, gets a couple of yards. They'll actually say gain nothing. I think that was a bad spot, unfortunately. And Houston's rushing yards, there you go. And that's partly because of time of possession as well, but 67 on the board so far.
That's a lot of rushing yards here for the first quarter of this ball game, but Jack Brown had about enough of it and brought him down for no gain.
Houston on a 2nd and 10. This will be a draw. Handoff is a good one to Josh Slap. He'll get himself 6 more yards, making a manageable 3rd down for Houston. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down so far in this game.
2nd down and long. It did not deter Houston's decision to run the football again. 3rd and 4.
Here comes the 3rd down back, Shepard Vicarian. He's in the ball game. He's the tailback. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Bruin. They're going to move St. Green top of your screen. Mismatch at the top. Looks like a zone defense for Charleston. Backing up. Bruin to throw. Throws over the middle. That one is caught. 1st and 10 out to the 18-yard line. It's the Hall of Famer, D.R. Sim, with another grab.
Yeah, we just talked about it a moment ago. They continue to run the ball effectively, and you can see the safeties coming up in the box. This time they're single safety high. Easy read for the quarterback, O.J. Bruin. 1st down, Houston.
That had to be a good route, too. D.R. Sim headed towards the middle. St. Green headed on an out route, and the safety stayed with D.R. Sim, but the route he ran opened him up for Bruin. Looking to throw this over the middle. That one is tipped incomplete. Bruin with the incompletion had a chance there, 2nd and 10, and that was close.
Looking for his Hall of Fame tight end, Tiberius Bovine, but he was blanketed by 2 defenders.
Ryan Cook, the man in coverage there. One of the cornerbacks for this Charleston roster. 2nd and 10, 2 and 47 seconds left in this first quarter. Bruin backs it up. He's going to take a look and run, and he's taken down immediately. Believe they're going to call that a sack. 3rd and 13 for Houston.
It will be a sack, and that was great coverage by the secondary that forced that sack to happen. There was nowhere to go. They took away his initial read. I don't think he even looked for a second option, just try to take off and run for it. And unfortunately for him, there was a defender waiting on him.
Trying to catch the linebackers off guard there with the one read and run play. That's the old Colin Kaepernick play. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 3rd and 13.
3-2 down.
Yeah, and St. Green's going to overload the top of your screen. 3 receivers up there. Play action, roll out for Bruin. The left-hander is going to sling it towards the end zone. That's caught at the 4-yard line to the 3, and Israel Adams has him 1st and goal.
The newcomer with his second big catch of this game. First one went for a touchdown, and you said it right at the top of the play. They flood the zone. O.J. Bruin recognizes that it's not man, it's zone defense. He floods it, and that's just too many options for those safety back there to keep their eyes on. 1st and goal, Houston.
And for them to go up 2 scores. Adams 2 receptions, 28 yards, and a touch so far. See if he gets in the end zone again, but I think Josh Slapp is going to have a chance first. DR Sim moves bottom of your screen. Bruin has the football, looks to throw it, gives it to Slapp. He's going to break a tackle, can't break 2, and he stopped at the
he's hurt.
2nd and goal. Oh, no! Slapp goes down, and he is indeed on his back. He's barely moved, and he is an injured player on the play. That's going to put the onus on Shepard Vicarian to carry the load until we find out what's up with Slapp.
With it being very early on in this ball game, still in doubt, as a Houston fan, you are just hoping and praying that Josh Slapp is okay.
He's a big-time playmaker for this Houston roster, and that definitely hurts. 2nd and goal. 1 and 36 seconds left in this first quarter. Handoff Vicarian. He is going to dive into the end zone. That's a touchdown for Houston. So regardless, at least they have Vicarian to punch it in on this drive.
Yeah, and once again, the Red Sea is parted, and there is no contact. The only contact that's made is his own by jumping into the end zone on that dive. But Houston has no, I think anyone saw this coming, the way he just come out against this Charleston defense.
Really, really nice drive from Houston. Slapp definitely getting hurt definitely doesn't help things, but they finish off a very good drive. 13 plays, 64 yards. They double their time of possession on this drive. 4 minutes, 39 seconds on that one go.
Houston looking like Houston from last season when they got hot toward the middle of the season. Look out.
That's one thing they typically do is they catch fire right about this time almost every season. And they're doing it again here, at least early on, as this is going to be touched back in the end zone. Out to the 20 we go. And here comes the Charleston offense one more time. Let's finish talking about them real quick. Ian Francis, Nick Hoagland, your main halfbacks. Terrell Sutherland, Brad Taylor Wright, your fullbacks. Wide receivers, Doug Spelling, Nick Twice, Zora Lunar, and Doug Britton, your wide receiving quartet. They've got 3 tight ends. It's Leon Sandcastle, Xavier Solomon, and Breddington James. And then DeBrickashaw Molino, Perrin Ibarra. It is Leroy James, Finley James, and Jamarcus Lamarcus the 17th in the offensive line spots for Charleston. 2nd and 7 as that one will go forward. Hoagland with a second carry.
Should Jamarcus have any kids, particularly a son, what do you think he'll name him?
I would assume probably Jamarcus Lamarcus the 18th, no?
I think so.
Junior. I could go for a while longer. That one's going to be 4 more yards put forward, as that one is a decent run, as it will come up 3rd and 3. And the second third down of the game for Charleston, who has not had many offensive plays.
Well, they have not. Got to keep that defense on the field, on the sidelines, and try to keep them fresh.
That is Lakeman. Throws over the middle, tipped and incomplete. That was real close to an interception, but it will fall down and hit the turf. Blake Prine nearly brought that one back.
Blake, that hit him in both hands. You've got to come up with that interception, young man. That'll be his first on the season.
So now 8 total offensive plays for Charleston and 2 punts, 2 quick 3-and-outs. That's been their offensive output so far. Low snap to the punter, Blueberry. He'll get a good boot into this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And another attempt at a return to the 33. 7 more punt return yards for DR Sim.
Houston's offense is right back on the field, back as if they never left, and they're going to try and continue to drain the heart out of this defense. And so they continue this pace up. You just wonder how much fight Charleston's going to have in the second half.
I mean, at the moment, we're on pace for a 48-0 win for Houston. It's not exactly what Charleston wants to hear. Anything can happen in this game, though. This will be through the middle. That's Shepard Vicarian, as Josh Slapp's still not back. That is not good news for Houston's run game, but it's 2nd and 3.
It's not, but the one thing Charleston can hold their head on, hopefully, is that he can wear himself down, because there is no relief in sight right now.
They have Lawrence Nolan, the backup halfback. Should be second on the depth chart in this case, and that is indeed him. Nolan will bring it to 3rd and 1 to the 43-yard line, and a manageable 3rd down coming.
And in this first quarter.
And that'll be the end of the first frame. It's a good one so far. Houston up a couple of scores. A lot of football left, though. It's the SFL on YouTube, presented by nobody. It'll be the SFL on YouTube. Caught myself in the old sponsor.
Yeah.
Happens. Short yardage situation, trying to get a first down. Houston back in the heavy set look, moving right to left across your screen. 9 in the box, now 8 in the box defensively for Charleston. Handing it off and getting the first down. Not making it too complicated there. That's a first down for Shepard Vicarian, already his 5th of the ball game.
If it isn't broke, don't fix it. 3rd and short situation. They've been running the ball down the throat, down the teeth of this Charleston defense. Why stop now?
1st and 10. Single back look, and Charleston expecting a run. I think everyone in the building knows they're going to run this ball. They do. It is Nolan, and he's tackled after a 1-yard gain. Lawrence Nolan, the halfback, if you guys are just joining in, he is on the field due to the injury to Josh Slapp. And 2nd and 9 coming.
First time we've seen Houston in a 2nd and long situation.
This will be another handoff for Vicarian. He's going to make that a 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 4 for Houston as they work it to the right side of the formation.
Houston is 4 of 5 on 3rd down here early on in this contest, looking to make it 5 of 6.
9 carries, 46 yards, and a touch for Vicarian to this point. That is very good. They send up an extra blitzer. That is intercepted. Back the other way. It's the linebacker. He's got a ton of room.
They aren't going to catch him.
He is going to go. That is a touchdown for Charleston. What a run back to give them a chance. It's the Hall of Famer, Jack Brown.
And you want to talk about taking the electricity out of this crowd? This crowd was buzzing. Houston up 2 scores with the ball, driving into Charleston territory. And the Hall of Fame, as you said, it stepped up, snagged that ball out of the sky, and returned. Look at the big man rumbling. It looks like he about 280 pounds, but he somehow gets to the end zone untouched and cuts his lead in half in one play.
Man, that is his 2nd career pick 6 for Jack Brown. That is a big-time score for Charleston as they kind of reverse things momentum-wise. Houston has had their way offensively until that play, but they make it count. Brad Brechet's going to put this one through on the extra point, and Charleston gets themselves right back in this football game, but now they have to give it right back to Houston.
They do, but sometimes those momentum-changing plays can affect an entire ball game. It can affect the psyche of O.J. Bruin. Coming over from Jacksonville, he was known for all the turnovers, and he still just picked up his 10th of the season here already early in this contest. Will he be able to survive this, put it behind him, and continue to do what he's done in that first quarter?
Talking about Jack Brown, he had 2 last week in the win against Denver, as you saw on the graphic below. He has 1 this week, 3 interceptions in 2 games, 1 of them being returned for a touchdown. That is a crazy stat line for the beginning of the season Hall of Famer and new inductee Jack Brown. 1st and 10 for Houston as they try to come back in this. Bruin has had the interception bug in his career. That's a nice big shoulder from Vicarian, and then he meets a shoulder of his own as he gets taken down, but he gets the first down ahead of time. 1st and 10.
We saw Motor City run that exact same play yesterday about 10 times for a total of about 2 yards. Houston does not care. They ran this same play off tackle for 12 yards, picks up a first down.
That'll work. 1st and 10 for the Headhunters. 8 in the box defensively. They smell another run. They will get another run. Lawrence Nolan's going to get taken down fairly easily. So the backup halfback not having the same impact as Shepard Vicarian, at least early on. 2nd and 10.
Not able to get out of his stance with the same speed and quickness of his counterparts.
So 2nd and long for Houston. They typically do well at getting it into manageable 3rd down scenarios. Bruin will throw. Oh, and another interception. This one's back the other way, and another pick 6 for Charleston. They're about to tie the ball game. How about that, Brandon Ewing?
A pick 6 on back-to-back to possession. I thought that was actually John Stamango. It was.
It was
that
Stamango.
Ball and returned it the other way for 6, and in back-to-back possessions. Do not blink, SFL Nation. This game is tied up, but it looked like Houston was going to run away with it and run Charleston out of the building, but Charleston says not so fast. It's tied up at 14.
Oh, man. And can you believe how gun-shy O.J. Bruin is going to be to throw the ball on this next possession? That is up and good from Brechet as he puts another extra point through. And the offense for Houston and the defense for Charleston dueling right now in the Lone Star State. We're tied at 14.
And this entire crowd is staring over at the blue medical tent, waiting for a medical update from Josh Slapp.
See if we can get one maybe at the start of the second half. But this is up and gone. And it's touched back to go to the 20-yard line for DR Sim. Time for O.J. Bruin to settle down a little bit and get through his progressions. Don't force things into windows that aren't going to happen.
I'm
Easier
still in
said
shock.
than done that. Yeah, exactly. There's a shock on the Houston sideline, I can tell you that, and Charleston is loving it. 2 to the left. 2 in the backfield in the eye. I believe that's Adams moving top of your screen. Handoff through the middle. Vicarian takes 3 more yards. 2nd and 7. And, I mean, Vicarian can't run it every play.
No.
In theory. So Bruin's going to have to throw this football.
And you can tell he's not the same type of back as Josh Slapp. They complement each other.
Yeah.
Vicarian is more of the bruising back between the tackles.
Slapp is back. Slapp is back there now. So he is done being injured as it sits right now. He sits alone in the backfield. He'll get a toss play. That is left side. He's going to get around the corner, break a tackle, get down the sideline and step out of bounds. But he does get the first down. Josh Slapp out of the blue medical tent and onto the field making a play.
Chris Curtis, this league is crazy. You can hear the crowd get excited when they saw him putting his helmet on, getting back out in the field. And just like that, in one play, he picks up the first down off his legs. That's going to take some of this press off of OJ.
I'll tell you what, he's getting a slap on the shoulder from Vicarian on the sideline. No doubt about that. Bruin rolls out right-hand side. He's going to throw. That one's incomplete. And at least in the last 3 passes, 2 of them have been interceptions, taken back for a touchdown, and at least 1 ended up an incompletion.
And that was a dangerous pass as well. 3 defenders in the area. Got to be careful.
Not ideal. Not ideal. 6:44 left in this first half. 2 to the right, 7 in the box defensively for Charleston, trying to find something to get back at. Bruin, 2nd throw in a row. He's going to move out of the pocket. Now he'll take off and run. Has a chance for a first down, breaks through a tackle, and he'll get himself more than a few 3rd and inches as he tries to leverage the spot.
And you can see Charleston came out in that robber defense. They had their safety in the box, lurking, waiting for O.J. Bruin to make another mistake. But he saw it, calmed down, and said, you know what? My best option is to keep this for myself and try to pick up that first down.
3rd and inches, and I think the whole stadium knows where this one's going to. Josh Slapp is back there. It is. Slapp, first down and more. He's got plenty of room as well. Spins into a tackle, gets taken down at the 43-yard line, but a first down and 10 regardless. Houston moving the ball.
Josh Slapp, I'm calling it now. This man is a game changer. He's literally came in and changed this game. He got hurt. They gave him up 14 points on back-to-back possessions. He comes back in here, and this offense looks totally different with him on the field.
Yards after first contact, 32 That's a decent number on his 72 yards so far. This is another run for Vicarian. First carry since Slap has been in the game, and he's got himself his 6th first down of the ball game.
On that play, they actually had Israel Adams lined up at tight end, and he did a pretty good job sealing the edge for Vicarian to get out there and pick up that first down.
1st and 10 for Houston as they're well within scoring range for Sonny J if they need him to. 5.5 minutes left in this first half. Move DR Sim to the top of your screen. He's got Mike St. Green up there as well. Zone defense again, look for Charleston. Pitch play for Josh Slap, right side. Broken tackle off the spin. He's going to have some room towards the sideline, and he'll drag a defender an extra 3 yards to the 15. No big deal for Houston. They have it in the red zone.
They send DR Sim in motion over there. Allows the quarterback to pick up its zone defense, and they use him as an extra blocker out there to pick up another first down, back-to-back first downs on the run plays.
So 1st and 10 for Houston. They can still get a first down if they need to. I believe it's going to be at the 4-yard line. 2 to the right. 1 in the backfield. That is Vicarian. He's going to have for a carry and have 3 more yards added to his total. It is 2nd and 7. The SFL convention's headed to Baltimore, Maryland for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor, and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now with the special group rate at simfl.net. That's going to be a handoff. Slap trying to get the broken tackle. He'll get down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for Houston, trying to take the lead back.
If my math is right, this is the 18th play of this drive, and 15 of those plays have been on the ground.
A lot of runs. It's a lot of runs. 1st and 10. Through the middle, trying to get to the end zone, stopped there. Big time hit. Not going to happen on that play. 2nd and goal.
I stand corrected. This drive was restarted after the pick 6, but nonetheless, Houston is making a concerted effort of keeping this ball on the ground.
Yeah, that was the 10th play of this current drive. This play number 11 here, 2nd and goal from the 1.5.
Touchdown.
That is Slap. Plenty of room, and he's in for the score. It is Houston again in the end zone, 20-14.
Can one man make this much of an impact on a ball game? Slap goes out, and this offense looks in total disarray. He gets back in the game, and they just pick up right where they left off in that first quarter, looking unstoppable.
They've got balance in the running attack. Lawrence Nolan not meant to be a feature back, at least at the moment. Chance for development later down the road, but I mean, when you got Slap and you got Vicarian and both are running at full bore, it's hard to stop this Houston offense. 21-14, capping off an 11-play, 80-yard drive. Started at their own 20 and 3:33 left in this first half.
Charleston's offense has not done much here in this first half, but then again, they haven't had really many opportunities because they've barely been on the field. Let's see how they can close out this first half.
A couple yards deep into the end zone is the return. That is a couple of shoulders. He bowled through the tacklers, and he gets taken down there. Quick update back to SFL HQ we go. Cameron Irvine has it.
Thank you, Curtis. Mexico City at Fort Worth today. Jordan Sipe to Bill Henry. Fort Worth has beaten Mexico City 6 straight times, but they're not beating them right now. 16-7 Aztecs late in the third. Back to you in Houston.
And that game quick moving as they're late in the third. And Mexico City trying to go to 4-1 in that South Division. 1st and 10. Throw over the right side. That's actually the middle of the field. That's a great looking pass. A little bit of sidearm action. I believe that's Lakeman. Yeah. It is, and it's 1st and 10.
I wonder where Cam got those notes from that Fort Worth has defeated Mexico City 6 straight times, because I know someone that included that note over there in studio for Game 6.
I wonder if you pasted your notes that you prepared for into that channel just to take. I wonder. We'll have to get some intel on that. Left side, tipped and incomplete. 3:04 left, and had a chance on the completion. Couldn't quite bring it in. That was Doug Spelling on the attempt.
Looked like a drop. Well defended, 2 defenders in the area, but Charleston still has a chance here. 2nd down and 10 with 3 minutes left.
Could be looking at a run here for the first time in a bit. 2nd and 10. Nope, it'll be a throw. Chance from Kopech over the middle, and that's incomplete. A little bit overthrown by Kopech. He was looking down the middle of that field, but could not find Xavier Solomon.
I don't necessarily blame him because the coverage was tight.
Kopech in the game again. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, second. It's 3rd and 10. Gonna get it near midfield. Throw right side. That one is... No, he dropped it. I thought he brought that one in. Could not hold on. That was very close. It is John Barnhart on the coverage who takes it away.
Great pass breakup. It was a bang play as the receiver actually caught the ball, but before he could secure it, John knocked it out.
And another punt coming up here for Eric Blueberry. This time he has a chance to pin Houston deep in their territory, if at all possible. That's going to be a boot over the middle. It's going to be caught at the 20-yard line. Stopped there is DR Sim at the 28 after a decent return. Houston with the ball back, another chance to go up a couple of scores at the tail end of this first half. It's like a tale of 2 different games right now. Josh Slapp goes out. Charleston ties the game. Now a chance for Houston to come back and take a 2-score lead again.
Charleston has 29 yards of total offense, yet only find themselves down 7. Amazing.
That's a testament to this defense. This defense playing very well as it sits right now. And I mean, as far as scoring. That's a chance for Bruin. He nearly had the completion, but that was broke up just in the nick of time. You talk about time of possession, Eddie, and 41 total plays for Houston to 14 for Charleston. And that is the story right now as far as these 2 offenses are concerned.
That's going to be a tired defense in this second half should this pace continue like this.
Bruin is under center. Two to the left. Charleston showing a zone defense.
Play action.
Bruin, play action. St. Green with a great play. One-handed catch. That's your Retroid nice hand catch of the game.
One-handed. I thought the ball was going to get jarred loose once again by this Charleston defense, but Mike St. Green somehow...
Crazy play. And that's your Retroid nice hands catch of the game. As mentioned, you go to GoRetroid.com, put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K 23. This is a chance for Bruin. Moves out of the pocket, throws right or left side. It is tipped and incomplete. A lot of traffic there on that throw. So here we go. 2nd and 10 for Houston. 2:15 to go. 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield. Looking to throw this. Bruin throws over the middle. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10. So here we go. It's going to be a Houston chance to get themselves a first down. We'll rejoin Eddie Gage here shortly. Some issues with the cords and cables in our broadcast booth. We'll get that fixed up. But 3rd and 10 with just close to the 2-minute warning in this first half. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield. They're running a quads look and a dime look defensively. Play action. Bruin is going to roll out right, throw right side. That one's caught. St. Green breaks a tackle down the right sideline, and he's going to go. That's a touchdown for Houston. They do take a 2-possession lead. What a dime from Bruin, and St. Green makes the move at the end to beat the one lone safety. You'll see it. It's the deep out, and then the juke takes away the chance for Stamango to make the play, and that is Houston with 314 yards of total offense in this game to just 29 for Charleston, and they have a chance to take a 14-point lead. Sonny J here to add on the extra point. Up and good. We'll see a kickoff before the 2-minute warning here in very short order. 5 plays, 72 yards, just 47 seconds off the clock on that drive. And a dime to Mike St. Green has put Houston back up 2 scores. This will be up and gone. Chance for Charleston to return this. And that is about 5 yards deep and brought out to the 20, to the 25, uses a stiff arm, still on his feet, then gets taken down at the 25-yard line. And that is a good return to get it 5 yards past after the choice to take it out of the end zone for Doug Britton. Charleston, only 14 plays of offense in this game so far, and they'll have one last drive before the end of this first half. It's the 2-minute warning, 28-14, Houston out in front. Charleston ready to go, with now their 4th possession of this ball game. 2 to the left. They'll move Britton down to the bottom of your screen. Houston showing a bit of a man-to-man defense, I formation. Looking to throw this. That is Lakeman. He's going to get taken down. 2nd and 15. KT Slayer comes up. Or no, sorry, Denzel Maverick comes up with a big-time sack and brings down the Charleston quarterback. So good spin move. That was Maverick's calling card there. Gets to the quarterback before the quarterback can get rid of the football. 5-yard loss. Lakeman's going to get back under center. That is Francis behind him. They have not run the ball very much in this game. Lakeman to throw. Time in the pocket. Throws over the middle. Needs it, and it's well overthrown. Lakeman gets hit as well after the throw is sent, and it's 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 with 80 seconds left in this first half. Last thing that Charleston can afford is another 3 and out. That'd be their 4th of the ball game. They need something to go in the gun. They'll put Lunar into motion. Overload the top of your screen. Throw, left side, needs it. No, it's well over the head of the intended target. Lakeman can't hit him, and it's 4th down. Charleston stuck punting again with 75 seconds left in this first half. Not ideal for the way that started. Eddie, you back with us? Not quite. Looks like you're still getting things set back up. No problem. 4th and 15, and Houston's going to get this ball back with fantastic field position. Blueberry, fair catch called for at the 39-yard line in Houston territory, and DR Sim has it there. Game update, back to SFL HQ we go. It's Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Curtis. We've got history today as Stephen Hacker, with this catch, gets 1,000 for his career, the 10th wide receiver to ever do so. And yes, I got those notes from Eddie Gage. Mexico City, though, leads the game 23-7. Back to you.
Love it. Love it. Stephen Hacker, former teammate of mine and a very, very good human being. That is a 1-yard gain forward for Josh Slapp, and deserving all of the accolades he gets in the Fort Worth Toros uniform. No doubt about that. 2nd and 9 for Houston. Slapp is in the backfield for Bruin. Want to see how aggressive the Headhunters will be on this drive. Nickel look on defense for Charleston. Left side, broken tackle, not going very far. Vicarian gets taken down fairly easily. And here comes the 3rd and 8 for Houston. 30 seconds left. 3 straight downs for Josh Slapp. 3 to the right in the bunch formation. See if Bruin can open them up a little bit. In the dime is Charleston. Bruin looks, moves out, throws, left side. That one's caught. 1st down and more. And a big catch at the 40-yard line. They'll run the no huddle. Bruin 9 for 16. A couple of interceptions as well that both got brought back for touchdown. Slapp with the run will gain 2, and a timeout called by Houston with 2 seconds left. So here we go, 2nd and 8. And want to see how aggressive they're going to be. Well, looks like they're going to run I formation here. This looks like to be a run that will get us to the halftime whistle. Right side, slap, broken tackle, gets taken down there, and that will do it to bring us to the end of the first half. It's a 28-14 lead for Houston over the Charleston Predators. 2 possessions once again as we go to the halftime break. And Eddie Gage, are you with us? Not so much. Okay, well, let's talk about this first half and the way it's gone so far as we get into the SFL 4K23 halftime report. And, well, the story of the half was the Josh Slapp injury. He goes down, brings in Lawrence Nolan, the backup, with Shepard Vicarian taking big-time duties. And then Charleston comes back with 2 straight pick sixes on consecutive drives. It was Stamango and Jack Brown with those returns that brought the game back even at that point. Then 2 straight methodical drives with Josh Slapp back in the game have Houston picking up where they left off and getting themselves back up a 28-14 score. 15 attempts, 110 yards for Slapp with 9 reception yards. We're going to take a quick break at this halftime with thanks to Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. Charleston going to start this half with the football, 1st and 10, and it is a need for them to establish a drive on this go. 4 straight 3-and-outs. Eddie Gage, you with me?
SFL Nation, what up, though? All I got
Welcome
to say
back,
about
my
that
friend.
whole situation is I just gotta love my internet service provider. You talk about terrible timing.
Well, Charleston going to try to find some timing on this drive. At your own 20-yard line is where they're going to start. See if they can do just that. Under center, Lakeman looking to throw, will get it out to the flats. That is a positive play for the first time in a bit. There's your team stats as Hoagland has the reception, but those numbers, 24 total yards from Charleston offensively through the first half.
Looks like not much has changed since I left regarding Charleston's offense.
No, you missed a St. Green reception touchdown that went at least 50 yards.
Oh.
So that was fun, but other than that, that was about it.
Glad to be back, sir.
Glad you're back. 3rd and 2, chance for Charleston on a 3rd and manageable, Eddie, to get themselves their first down in quite a while. High formation, 7 in the box defensively. This will be I'm not sure where he's going here. He's going to run this. That's a 1st down and more. Gets taken down. What a hit for the quarterback to take. Kopech with no fear gets the 1st down and more, and it's a new set of downs for Charleston.
I mean, his quarterback's coach is happy that he picked up the 1st down, but my goodness, sir, you have to prove your toughness. Go ahead and slide next time.
Yeah, no kidding. Don't have to dive headfirst on our account. Hoagland in the backfield here. Lakeman under center. 1st and 10. Again, 7 in the box defensively. Charleston trying to put a drive together for the first time really today. Lakeman left side somehow found the catch. How did that get through to the receiver? I will never know. Thank you, Xavier Solomon, for that catch.
My goodness. I mean, there was 2 defenders. One of them was literally looking at the football, the quarterback's eyes, and somehow that pass got completed.
That was like a cartoon where the 2 defenders run into each other.
Yeah.
That's what that reminded me of. 2nd and 3. High formation for Charleston.
Another one.
That's Kopech again. He's going to run it again. 1st down and more. This time he slides at the behest of his head coach. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, that time, I guess when he got to the sideline, his coach gave him a memo and said, son, you keep taking hits like that and you won't see the field again. And so He learned his lesson very quickly.
Yeah, you're going to have to. 1st and 10 for Charleston. Second first down of this football game. Lakeman throws right side. It was nearly picked off. Man, oh man. Nearly found the Houston secondary with that 2nd and 10.
That was all brought down by the coverage of Houston. They were in Lakeman's lap.
Garrett Evans had a shot at that. The linebacker couldn't quite bring it in as he had the outstretched arms. But he will take the pass deflection either way. 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield. Weak eye look for Charleston. Throwing right side. That one's caught. And they call him out of bounds. Oh, man, that looked like it was good from here.
There's a challenge
and
flag.
Jacob Clear on the sideline agrees.
I don't know if he was in or not because we looking at it from a far angle, but it was close.
Close enough, apparently, to challenge as we'll get a retroactive look at the play brought to you by Retroroid. So, got to have 2 feet. That's the big thing here. Sidearm throw. Does he have... That was real close.
I don't think he's in. Oh, wow.
They called it complete. So that is a completed pass, and the ruling on the field is overturned. Second challenge of the day, one by each team. Both of them overturned. Good work by Jacob Clear.
Good work indeed. I guess someone from upstairs whistled down to him, said, hey, throw the challenge flag. We think he's in bounds.
Reminder to get your Retroid console to play SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. Thanks to them for the retroactive look. 1st and 10 for Charleston. 7 in the box defensively, 2 to the right, 2 in the backfield. Looking to throw this over the middle. That one is caught. Out to the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Starting to make some inroads. Best drive of the game so far for Charleston.
Took the words right out of my mouth. They got to capitalize on this opportunity with points this deep. They are now inside the SFL red zone. Got to take advantage of this opportunity.
Lakeman with a play over the middle. He's looked better this drive than he has at any other point of this football game. He's looking to try to make it happen again. He's got Hoagland in the backfield. There's a weak eye look. They'll move the tight end to the right, make it a strong eye look.
Zone blitz coming up.
They will send some help. Oh, it's a screen. What a play that was, and it nearly ended up a 1st down. That was close. The screen was dangerous, but Brad Taylor Wright just short of the 1st down.
And Houston had that data pretty good. They blitzed, and he threw the ball right where the blitz come from, but they had a lurking defender underneath in zone coverage. Surprised that wasn't at least tipped.
8 in the box defensively. It is a run. For Kopech. Going to try to turn the corner. He's got the 1st down and goal. Iman Kopech with another one that came through on the run. He gets tackled, but it's 1st and goal for the Predators.
And I wonder if they've shown this before in the season because Houston has had no answer for that play.
Got to give him a contain on defense, something. They've run robber before on this. That's usually designed to stop a running quarterback like this, and it just hasn't worked. Britton's going to move into motion. 3 at the top of your screen. Thrown, left side, caught, not a lot to it. And that'll be Zorro Lunar, and it is, Stover goes down, and he has not gotten up.
I remember when Anthony went down in the playoffs last season versus Minnesota. Up to that point, Houston did a good job defending the run game, but once he went down, Minnesota run game and its effectiveness picked up dramatically, and Houston had no answer to stopping it.
Anthony McFarland is the backup defensive tackle for Houston, so we'll probably see him get some playing time. With Stover going down, we'll try to get you an update ASAP on Stover's condition. So weak eye look for Charleston, 2nd and goal. Trying to get themselves back into this ball game.
Here he comes again.
Lakeman throws, end zone.
Touchdown!
The touchdown! What a dime to the back of the end zone, 2 feet down. And that's a touchdown for Xavier Solomon, the tight end.
And it was the rollout that did it. Watch him roll out to the strong side of the offense. He's going to bring all the eyes of Houston with him. And meanwhile, receiver is lurking up the weak side. Houston loses sight of him. Touchdown, Charleston.
That's a great bit of footwork for Solomon in the back of the end zone. The focus it takes to grab that football, hold on, see where your feet are, and get your steps down as well is a great way to do it. That is Brechet putting on the extra point. And 12 plays, 80 yards, best drive of the day for Charleston. They're right back in this football game.
Charleston refuses to go away. They've been knocked down with a left hook, a right cross, and they just continue to get back up off the canvas and keep fighting.
It's the counter punches. The pick sixes that they had really set the tone defensively for them. And now they give the ball back to Houston. Houston has to try to answer now a Charleston touchdown. Charleston, those halftime adjustments they made clearly paid off, as that was the first drive of the second half for either team.
I like that comeback you made with that. It was the counter punches. Well done, Chris.
Thank you. A little bit of boxing terminology. Chance for Bruin over the middle. That one's incomplete. Big time hit, knocked the ball loose. 2nd and 10, as that was well timed.
That's the second time we've seen Blotner jar the ball loose away from Hall of Fame tight end Tiberius Bovine.
Yep. And he's been catching balls like that for a long time, but Blotner has also been knocking balls out of people's hands like that all season long. He's been one of the most improved defenders in this Charleston roster since the onset of this 23rd season. I formation. Handoff for Slap, can try to move off to the right. Shimmy and shake, can get himself down there. 3rd and 2, 8 yards more for Slap.
3rd down and 2. The entire playbook is at your disposal, but if I'm Houston, I'm going to just stick with works and continue to run the ball to pick up this first down.
118 yards on the day for Josh Slap on just 16 carries. That tells you what kind of day he's having. That is Vicarian. He's going to have his first down that's going to probably be close to his 10th of the ball game. This man lives to move the chains. 1st and 10.
And for a moment there, I thought he was going to get too cute and try to, shimmy shake his way over there instead of lowering his shoulder. But nonetheless, he picks up that first.
Yeah, Vicarian's best when he's using his physical features.
Yes.
That includes lowering that shoulder. It'll be a slap pitch
there
out
you
to
go.
the right, and that is going to be a 5-yard gain. Tried to juke his way, see if the linebackers would bite. They did not. 5-yard gain.
They did not, but that's the strength of Josh Slap, the versatility, the athleticism, and it's Vicarian who's the more the bruising back.
Speaking of Vicarian, he's in the game now. I formation. 2nd and 5. Handoff. Vicarian left side. Not going to happen. He's going to gain himself 1 yard, but he gets taken down by Hall of Famer Jack Brown. Sets up a key 3rd down.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the speed and the lateral quickness like Slap does, but to get outside that tackle and pick up that first down.
Strong side or weak side I formation. Bruin to throw it. Left side. That one's caught. And right on cue, that's Israel Adams with a 3rd down conversion for Houston. They move the chains.
Every play that he's made, every reception has gone for either a first down or a touchdown. It's his 3rd of the game, and he just continues to show why Houston was so happy to get him from Portland.
Adams has been very good so far. That placement, though, by Bruin has to be talked about, too. Back shoulder. It gives Adams a chance to grab it, look ahead, and have a couple of feet between him and the defender to make that play. That's really nicely done by O.J. Bruin. Adams will move into the slot, bottom of your screen. Bruin will throw towards the middle, and another big one-handed catch. How about a big-time shot over the middle to the Hall of Famer D.R. Sim, 1st and 10.
Looked like an arrow route. Hard to defend that as a defender because you're normally accustomed to just going back and keeping him from going by you. But when he's running that slant route or the arrow route, hard to defend as a corner.
3:42 left in this 3rd quarter of play. 28-21 Houston. They have the lead and are driving, trying to get themselves back up 2 scores. Weak side I formation. Handoff through the middle to Josh Slap, and he will shimmy and shake his way for 3 more yards. Make it a 2-yard gain, actually, as Thomas will bring him down.
The final, Mexico City takes down Fort Worth 29-7. Marcus Dunhill was picked off 6 times in that game.
Yikes. That's 2 straight losses for Fort Worth as well after they lost to Albuquerque a week ago. They are showing some vulnerabilities, are the Toros, at this point in the season. And Mexico City just keeps rolling. This will be a handoff. Vicarian trying to push the pile a little bit, and he will have a hard time getting back to the line of scrimmage. Thomas again on the stop. How many likes do we have on the video so far? It's
not enough.
Not enough at all. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you've got notifications on so you won't miss a minute of SFL and SFLM action, and help the channel grow through your support. Thanks for your continued support of the Simulation Football League. Bunch formation left, throw over the middle.
Oh!
It's what a play defensively to get a hand on that. That is Matt Ryan coming up with a massive dive to take that ball away.
Looking like Sean Moore from last season when he picked off Baltimore on that dive interception attempt. That was impressive.
And now Sonny J going to try to still make it a 2-possession game for a 10-point lead from the left hash, 46 yards away. Snap is good, hold good, kick is up and on the way. It's got plenty of leg, and it is through. So Sonny J caps off a 50-yard, 11-play drive and makes it a 10-point lead for Houston.
Houston continues to put on the points, but Charleston continues to respond. Let's see if they can do so here on this drive, as their last offensive possession was their best of the game so far.
If Charleston's able to respond here, they'll get it back to a 3-point deficit, as Jay will put it up and gone, looking for a return. This will be returnable from Britain to the 15 to the 20, through the middle at the 25 to the 28-yard line. They'll give them the 29, and that is where the Predators will start this next drive. 2:21 left in this third quarter. And the time is ticking away, but Charleston's still very much in this football game.
John Lakeman is 8 of 10 on his pass attempts today for 69 yards with a touchdown.
That's nice.
Amon Kopech is 1 for 7. Perhaps John starts to take over this game and gets more reps as he's on the field right now.
Yeah, and he's been the throwing quarterback. Amon Kopech has come down and gotten some huge first downs running the football by himself. I formation for Lakeman. He'll throw this out on the screen to the right-hand side. He's got Hoagland out there, 6-yard completion for the second tier halfback. It's 2nd and 4.
Wrestled down by the defense there. You almost have to, because Hoagland looks really big out there.
Yeah, he can lower his shoulder with the best of them. He's done it before.
6 feet, 230 pounds. That's a big man.
That's not so much big. He's just bulky. Very bulky.
There you go.
And that's going to be a throw to the left, out to the swing again, and it's going to be another couple of yards. Not much more than that. Kai Cash on the stop. And here comes Charleston's third down offense, which has not altogether been impressive today. 1 for 5. However, this second half has been much better offensively for them. We'll see what Kopech and company have. 3rd and 3. 7 in the box defensively. It's an I formation look. Kopech will play action. Now he'll look to throw. Time, right side, incomplete. If there's a flag, though, they're going to give him DPI for this.
Yeah,
that is a big
that one.
penalty for Houston, and it gives Charleston spot a ball.
Houston had that play well defended. There was nowhere to go. I thought Iman might take off with it, try to pick up the first down. Look at this. You can't defend that.
Yeah, that's not exactly, I don't think, purposeful, but the rule does not say purposeful.
That's right.
Lakeman under center with Hoagland behind him. 1st and 10 for Charleston. Minute 25 to go in this third quarter. That's a handoff. Trying for the right side. He'll get himself 4 yards forward. Hoagland has the carry, 2nd and 6.
Doesn't matter how you pick up the ball, how you pick up the first down. You just want to keep the chains moving, and Charleston has another chance at life. Let's see if they can respond here and put up points on the board.
Got to get it past the midfield stripe for a first down. Kopech throws.
Oh!
Off. That's back the other way. The
Jason
linebacker
Peace
comes up. Jason Peace comes up with a massive interception to give the Houston Highhunters the ball at the Charleston 30-yard line.
And I love this young man, one of the more active people in the SFL in both leagues, both the pros and the minors. This man is active throughout the SFL community. Not many better people in the league than this young man. I'm glad to see him make a play for himself and his team.
1st and 10 for Houston. They have a chance to put their foot on the pedal now.
Yeah.
Big time turnover, and Kopech turns the ball over at the most inopportune time. Bruin, handoff, slap, left side, broken through a couple of tackles, spins out of another, and down to the 11-yard line he goes. 1st and 10 for Houston in the red zone.
I think one of the things, regardless of the outcome of this game, the defensive coordinators for Charles are going to walk back and ask himself, where did we go wrong with this run defense today? Because it's just been absent, despite the the work they've done throughout early in this season.
Yeah, I mean, that's also maybe a testament to Houston's coaching staff, who saw something they've been able to take advantage of. 19 carries, 143 yards for Josh Slapp. Vicarian's been good as well. That is Vicarian, who's got himself a couple more yards. Typically the third down back on first down has himself 2.
I would love to see the Houston Headhunter fans come to the stadium and hang it over near the end zone somewhere that says, "We come in peace."
I enjoy jokes like that. I do not condone them, but I do enjoy them. 2nd and 8. 5 seconds left in the third. Should be the last play. This is going to be Slapp. Broken tackle, gets a few. 4 yards to be exact, and that's the last play of this third quarter. Houston trying to run away with this football game. It's a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Headhunters in front. We'll pause for station ID. It's the SFL on YouTube. Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Fourth quarter, Chris Curtis, Eddie Gage with you in the broadcast booth. We've got Gerald Smith, the statistician on staff today as well. Jacob Clear doing some things as well as we are underway with this fourth frame.
Shotgun.
Yeah, in the gun. Second time today we've seen Houston in the gun. Bruin rolls out, throws, and got it. That's a touchdown. DR Sim. Need I say more?
You know, and I was just about to question the decision-making of this offense for Houston. Why go in the gun when you're inside the red zone at around the 10-yard line? But it didn't matter. DR Sim wide open in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
First play of the fourth quarter, and Houston gets themselves up 17 points. That is a 3-possession lead for these Headhunters, as that's put through by Sonny J to complete the 17-point lead. Charleston gonna have to start making some inroads and making them quickly. They have to respond after the interception last drive out.
Yes, they do, and time is not on their side. Down 17 points. Just under 10 minutes left in this ball game. Their offense got to get moving.
This game really was in doubt at about the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. As this Charleston came through, got a touchdown to put it back to a 1-possession game, and seemed like they were really turning momentum back in their favor. But Houston's come back with, they've come back with a flurry of offense and defense to really separate themselves from the Predators at this point.
They have, but the defense has got to close the show. They've gotten the lead. Now it's on the defense to hold it.
I formation. That is Lakeman. Lakeman throws left side. Picked off. Kai Cash back the other way. There's a spin to the 19-yard line. Houston has it in the red zone. 2 straight picks, 1 by each Charleston quarterback.
And Kai Cash was just signed in week 4. He was gone for a minute. Excuse me, that was Brady Clark I'm thinking about. My apologies. But nonetheless, talk about keeping your one eye on the man, one eye on the quarterback. Kai Cash does just that. And I remember him making plays back when they were playing London several seasons ago. This young man is electric. This secondary for Houston has always been a problem for opposing teams, and it holds true again today.
Defense for Houston coming out with a banger so far. Good stuff. 59 total points in this football game. We've well hit the over-under at this point, and that is a 2-yard gain forward for Slapp. And at this point, Charleston needs to hope for a quick stop, a quick 3-and-out. If you hold them to 3, it's still a 3-possession game. But they're not making things easy on themselves. The best they can hope for is another turnover here.
Yeah.
If Houston's able to give it back to them.
They got to strip the ball out, force a turnover, whatever you got to do to get this defense off the field.
This is a run, and this is also a mismatch. Through the middle, Slapp is going to get himself, looks like 7 yards. No, he's going to get himself 6 yards, 3rd and 2 coming up. They moved the defensive line apart to spread them out a little bit to try to confuse the offensive line. And
it did not matter. They brought 7 men in a box, stacked it, and Houston just did not care. They ran the ball anyway. Now they got 8 men in the box.
Houston play I've ever seen. 3rd and 2. Hand off again, trying to get through. He will not get there. Charleston comes up and gets the stop, 4th and 1. It'll force Sonny J to come out and try to kick this field goal. It'll be a chip shot from the left hash from 27 yards.
There's a challenge flag.
All right.
I kind of anticipated that, to be honest with you.
Interesting. I'm not sure if they are going to give him the first down.
Yeah. The question is going to be whether his knee was down before the football crossed the line of game.
Taking a retroactive look again at the play, brought to you by Retroid. Get the SFL, or get the Retroid console on the go. And play the SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. That is close.
That is close.
That's hard to overturn.
Yeah, it's hard to overturn. I agree with you.
And they will overturn.
Oh, and they do.
Now, let's see.
Now is it a first down?
No, it's not. It is not a first down, so they move it to 4th and inches. So they'll give Sonny J another 6 inches to kick from. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
They do get a fourth. They do get a third challenge, though.
Yes, they do.
So that's something to think about as we go forward. 27-yard attempt, left hash. One more time. Snap is good. Hold good. Kick is on the way from Sonny J. He's going to tack on 3 more points. 4 plays, 9 yards. Charleston gets the stop and prevents the touchdown, but at what cost? Now Charleston's really up against it. 8:33 to go. They have to score, get a stop. Score, get a stop. And score again before this 8:33 is gone. That's not easy to do. This will be returned by Britton out to the 15 to the 20, 25. A kickoff return would be nice, but not going to happen on this play. To the 27-yard line we go.
Not going to happen. Charleston has a lot of work to do. Down 20 points. We've seen just this weekend Vancouver come from behind to beat Baltimore yesterday, so anything is possible.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in the backfield. That's Hoagland back there. Handoff through the middle, and that is Hoagland, who moves right to left, gets himself 4 yards. At this point, they're in a position where they probably have to throw it.
I agree with you. They got to come out and establish a passing game if they have any chance of getting back into this game.
It's over 8 minutes left in it. Kopech is under center. He's had a whale of a time throwing the ball, pun not intended. Through the middle, it'll be a run again. They'll make it 3rd and manageable. Not a lot there, but they do get at least something for Brad Taylor right now. A 3rd and 2 with Hoagland back on the field and Nemanja Kopech under center.
2 tight ends.
Looks like another run. And
play action.
Kopech, plenty of time, now throws left side. That
Oh,
one
he
should have
dropped
been
it.
caught. Oh, man. That is Xavier Solomon kicking himself in the left sideline. 4th and 2 for Charleston. Now decision time for the Predators.
He's definitely kicking himself. They're going to punt this ball away deep in their own end, but that's unfortunate because Charleston ran that same play earlier, but no one was open. This time, they had open receiver, and he dropped it.
That is unfortunate. As this will be DR Sim on the punt return at his own 19-yard line. He'll break a tackle, get a few yards back, and get to the 28. So a 10-yard return roughly. And that is going to bring out the Headhunters offense with 1 goal, and that's to chew as much clock as humanly possible.
Chris, are you surprised that they have their Hall of Fame wide receiver number 1 out on the field on kickoff returns?
Yeah, a little. But I've seen him return kicks before. He's also returned kicks earlier this season. So it's not the weirdest thing I've seen.
Just the threat of injury.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not wrong. I mean, Mike St. Green can pick up the slack, but
That's right.
don't ask him to because he'll say no. 6 yards forward as Josh Slapp gets a couple more.
Chris, with the convention being in Baltimore next year, will you be in attendance?
Looks like it, yeah. I don't see entirely why not.
That's good. It's
Yes.
a 4.5-hour flight for me, but I plan on being there as well. Cam definitely wasn't thinking about me when he picked the location.
Or anybody on our western half of the country, to be honest with you. But 3rd and 4. I'm looking forward to it. It's a rooftop venue.
Yes.
You got the hangout spot up there. You got a view over the harbor, over the river. That's a fantastic view from what I've seen.
CJ actually took me out to eat at a restaurant not far from there.
Okay.
Great area.
Yep. 3rd and 4. Chance for Houston again to chew up some more clock. Looking forward to the inaugural 3-on-3 basketball tournament as well. That should be fun. Left side, that one is incomplete. That one went off of the receiver's head, I do believe, and it is going to fall down. And Charleston gets the stop, but another 2 minutes gone off the clock.
Yeah, I think that was Mike St. Green, the recipient of that pass, but like you said, unable to bring it in. Look at the total rushing yards.
Yeah, that's a lot of yards. That's an entire offense for some teams.
Yes, Arizona included.
Carolina also included lately. Fair catch called for at about the 30-yard line. Carolina, one of the games going on in the second block tonight. They have Queen City on the schedule, and that is going to be one of the 2 games in our second block coming up. This one's going to be a handoff through the left side. 1st down and 10 turns into 2nd and 9. Another tackle for just about at the line of scrimmage. Charleston just not having a great day running the ball.
Defense isn't having a great day either, and the defense is what carried them to this 3-1 record.
This will be a throw. Right side. That one's caught. Britton with the grab, but a face mask brings him down, so tack on 5 more. Oh, they're going to call a personal foul. That's a 15-yard add-on for the personal foul face mask. Charleston will accept to put the ball at the 38.
That was a pretty egregious foul. I agree with that call.
Okay. I thought it was just momentum that carried him into the face mask like that, but it is what it is. That's the call.
Almost took his head off.
That's not necessarily wrong. 1st and 10. And off. Hoagland, not much to it. 2nd and 10. He loses nothing, gains nothing. Evans on the stop. The other game going on in that late block tonight, Pittsburgh and Atlanta. That's going to be a good one down south.
It will.
Pittsburgh coming off a win.
Their first win as a franchise. Congratulations.
Over the middle, tipped and nearly intercepted again. That was dangerous.
Yes, it was. A linebacker. Did you see the athleticism? He sprinted back there once he saw the receiver in the area, turned around, located the football, got his arm up and deflected it. That's not easy to do for a linebacker.
No, it is not. 3rd and 10. Charleston on the plus side of the 50 at least, but they need to get touchdowns rather than yardage at this point. They'll move spelling top of your screen, 2 and 2. Looking to throw this. Kopech over the middle. That one's caught. Down spelling. 1st down and more. They run the no huddle. They're realizing they're running out of time. 1st and 10. Play action. Throw right side, tipped and incomplete one more time. That'll hit the ground at the 10-yard line.
The ball was thrown and almost over the head of the receiver by the time he turned around out of his break. That pass never stood a chance.
Those games tonight, Queen City, Carolina, Ethan Muslin, Rochelle Colson on the call for that one, and then Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Cameron Duty, and Mike O'Neill have the call for that game. Thrown right side, that one's well incomplete. Looking for Britton, just a little bit outside of the target. 3rd and 10, this 4-down territory for Charleston.
Has Ethan Muslin and Ray Colson ever called a game together?
I believe they have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a pair I haven't heard before.
Well, you would know. You make the schedule.
Well, I don't always make the schedule. I definitely see the schedule, but I don't always make it. Making it this week, though. Oh, that's tipped. Real nice play. Wow. Incomplete. Corner, I believe that's Barnhart, came up and made a real nice play on that.
Did you see the tops? That was actually Blake Prime.
It was Prime, yep.
The hops, that man was about 6 feet in the air. My goodness.
Yeah, that was nasty. Real good stuff, and it's going to bring on a field goal attempt. They got to get a field goal anyway.
Fake.
Oh, the fake. It's going to be a chance for Kopech trying to rush it up the middle, and it ain't going to happen. Not going to work. The fake field goal definitely did not activate anything heroic from Charleston to get that, and that'll be a Houston football, and that's a heck of a way to end that drive.
Other than the long drive that Charleston had to start the third quarter, Houston's defense has came and showed up and showed out today.
Yeah, they really have. They've given up 7 points of total offense today. It firmly puts Florida in the top spot of defensive scoring. This will be a slap run, right side, broken tackle, another broken tackle. Why not? Just tack on a few more. 2nd and 3, 7-yard gain.
DeMond is on the sideline saying that Blake Bryan has a 43-inch vertical.
I don't know that I have a 43-inch anything, so that's a pretty good vertical. 2nd and 3. Plenty of time taken off. 4 minutes and counting left in this football game. This will be a run for Vicarian. He's got a few. 3rd and 2 coming up there.
Even when Charleston recognizes that Houston's trying to run his clock out, they're having a hard time mitigating this run game. In this crowd, I don't think a fan has left. Look at this stadium.
No.
It's still packed.
No, they're celebrating. They're getting a win with their team. I don't think there's any reason for them to leave right now.
They're trying to convince the beer attendants to open the bars back up.
That'll be for after the game.
Yeah.
Greater Houston area is going to be plenty celebrating after this one. It'll be a handoff for Josh Slapp. He'll get himself a run to the outside, broken tackle, and then taken down at the 49-yard line, 3:12 and counting. Join Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green for another edition of SFL This Week at 7:15 Eastern before the upstart Albuquerque Adams, who had a win over Fort Worth last week, head to the desert for their biggest test yet. The unbeaten Eddie Gage-led Arizona Scorpions kick off at 8:15 Eastern with the full Monday Night Spectacular crew right here on SFL YouTube.
I am nervous about that game.
I mean, after they came through and beat Fort Worth, I'm sure
Yes.
it kind of added to the nerves for sure.
That and the fact that we're on Monday prime time with everybody watching, we got to show up and show out.
If you ever get a chance to watch a game in person with Eddie Gage, and do it, because I'll tell you what, a convention, I thought you were going to throw that chair.
No, I wasn't going to throw it.
That's going to be a handoff, loss of a yard as Vicarian gets taken down, 2nd and 11.
Breaks GPT just posted a video on Pinterest. Wow.
Okay.
Talk about expanding your brand.
They did some really good work at convention too.
They did.
I remember our friend and producer Cameron Irvine walked away with a Zach Wilson jersey.
I didn't win anything, and I donated a lot of money.
more than you're comfortable admitting, right? 2-minute warning. 41-21 Houston ahead of Charleston in Houston at Life Sports Stadium.
Have you ever been to Baltimore, Chris?
I have not. Nope.
It's an interesting city. The slang over there is like no other. The accent that people have, you won't hear that anywhere else.
They say that about Michigan too. I don't hear an accent, but there are some that do. Minnesota, I definitely hear an accent from. But if you ask a Minnesotan, Tyler Falk, he will say there's no accent there. So that'll be a timeout taken by Charleston. Houston needs one more first down to effectively put an end to the efforts. And
I may go and try and check out a Baltimore Oriole game. I've never been to that stadium. I've driven past it, but I've never been inside of it.
Yeah, that's something that might be on my radar as well. I've wanted to check out another ballpark. I've been to Comerica a great many times, but going to another ball yard sounds like a really, really good time. And Camden Yards is supposed to be one of the best. That's a handoff to the right. Another first down taken. Charleston whittling away their timeouts.
Running away their timeouts, and Houston is literally running away with this ball game as Josh Slapp is approaching 200 yards on the game.
He may get it on this run. And there's no doubt they're running this ball. The whole stadium knows they're doing it. 282 in total rushing yards for Houston. Will they get to 3? Slap gets it, as thought. That's a broken tackle. He'll get a couple more. That's 4 yards. And that'll be Charleston's last timeout. So we'll be looking for the next play, see if they get the first down and can start kneeling it down.
Unofficially, 190 rush yards for Josh Slap. Excuse me, 197. Wow.
He may get it. Is that Vicarian back there, or is it Slap?
I think that's Vicarian.
Okay. He's running.
No, that's Slap. Excuse me.
No, it is Slap. There it is. Then there's this 300. There's this 200 yards. Unofficially 200 yards on the ground plus for Josh Slap, and he was injured for a part of the second quarter.
You know, one of the things we were talking about on the last podcast of Say It With Your Chest of Streets of Talking was coming up with offensive, defensive, and special team players of the week. And right now, Josh Slap definitely has my vote.
No doubt there. No doubt there. Typically, Charleston lets up 70 rush yards a game.
Yes.
And they've let up 3 times that. Or 4 times that today. And that's going to be the kneel down with 59 seconds to go. 2nd and 12. Houston finishing up this one. One more kneel down should be what does it. Houston walks away with the win. And they go to 3-2. Charleston ends up at an identical 3-2. And I want to take a look and see what we're looking at for their next game. That is going to be Houston going to Baltimore. That's going to be a top game next week.
Yes.
And then it looks like Lexington heads to Charleston to take on the Miners. And Chicago just beat Lexington this last week for their first franchise win.
Yep.
3rd and 13 as that kneel down happens. 15 on the clock, and that is going to do it. So Houston walks away with the win, 41-21 over the Charleston Predators. Charleston can't get the big one done against a playoff team this week, but there's still a lot of football left this season. Break it down for me, Eddie. 41-21, Houston comes out in front.
Houston the winner, 41-21 the final. And when you talk about game balls and players of the game, normally a lot of people would say Josh Slap, but you know what? He was driving through holes Cam could have ran through. I mean, the backup came in and looked good when he went down. Shepard Vicarian looked good. I'm going to give my official game ball for this game to the Houston Hyena. There we go again. To the Houston Headhunter offensive line. They were spectacular out there today. There were plenty of runs in which they were not touched until they were at the 2nd and 3rd level, making that job very easy. My game ball goes out to them, but also a compliment to this secondary as a whole for Houston, because they came out and set a tone that allowed Houston to continue to play at the pace they want to play at.
7 total points offensively given up from or by Houston to this Charleston offense. 14 points to pick sixes from the Houston quarterback OJ Bruin when Josh Slap went down. Game balls to Connie Cook, Barry Simeon, Brennan Ryan, and Sarah Bergens on the Houston offensive line. That is well deserved. We've got 2 more games coming up in the late block in just a few minutes. Hold out for those in the 8 o'clock hour. I'm Chris Curtis alongside Eddie Gage from Houston saying goodbye and good night. We will see you in just a few minutes to cap off this week.
Arizona, I love y'all. Y'all, we are in prime time. We got a great game at home for a change on a Monday night, and I am very nervous about this one, y'all, because Albuquerque is bringing it, and I'm very nervous because they tend to spread you out and scare you all over the field. But we looking forward to the challenge, y'all. Let's go get it.